Hello, and thank you for tuning into this week's Mayor's Update. As always, we have a lot of important information to share with you this week, so please feel free to share this video with your friends, family, relatives, and anyone else you think may find this information helpful over the course of the next week. We're going to start off today by talking about the COVID-19 vaccines. I understand that many people are anxious and ready to sign up for their dosage for the COVID-19 vaccine, particularly with Governor Baker opening phase 2 of the vaccination process this coming Monday, February 1st, in which individuals ages 75 and over are now eligible to receive the vaccine. However, I want to stress that we can only give out as many vaccinations as we receive doses from the state and federal governments. And there is a much larger demand for the vaccine than there are vaccines actually readily available at this point. So as information becomes available, as new vaccination locations open up, we will be sure to provide information to residents as to how to sign up and register for these appointments. In the meantime, this upcoming week, February 1st through February 4th, additional staff will be available at the Gardner Senior Center from 9 a.m. to 3:30 p.m. to help provide individuals who are age 75 and over with information as to how to navigate the COVID-19 vaccination process, where to look to see if vaccines do become available, if appointments open up, how to register them, and if you need help registering for them, what numbers to call so you know how to make sure you get that spot if an appointment does open up, where to see what the information on the vaccine itself and what side effects are. All of that information will be readily available from these staff members, and they will help walk these any individuals who go to the senior center during that time through the process of trying to find that information on their own, and if you need help or you forget how to find that, what numbers to call so that you can get that information again. The goal of this right now isn't to register people for appointments because quite frankly, there are not appointments available right now. However, it's to make sure people know how to find when those appointments become available in case you miss any of the information that the city is putting out. I do want to say a very special thank you to the staff at Haywood Hospital. They have been working with my office and the Board of Health every day this week with multiple different phone calls and Zoom sessions to try to get a large vaccination site put together for the public for age 75 plus and everyone else in phase 2 so that we can get that going. And we do expect that to be up and running within the next couple of weeks. However, as I said at the beginning of this, we can only make these vaccination events available as the vaccine gets delivered to the hospital and the city of Gardner. Once all of this information becomes available, we will put it out on social media, on the city's website, and through a code red call to all of our Gardner residents. I want to say a special thank you very much for your patience during this time. I understand the past year has been very stressful. I understand that there has been more information than you can probably remember in the past year because I don't remember half the information we got last March without the reminders that are online. And it's just been a trying time for a lot of us. A lot of people have been cooped up inside the house with not much to do. Do try to find some way to just, like we say every week, get outside, get your mind off the craziness that's going on in the world right now, and just take a moment to take a breath and relax. These are stressful times, and many people are hoping to get the vaccine as soon as possible, but we are doing what we can with what we have, and we'll all get there together. People have asked me if I am going to be vaccinated. The answer is yes, I will be getting the vaccine. I have not received the vaccine yet. As someone who's only 26 years old with no pre-existing conditions, I just didn't feel morally right getting the vaccine yet. And I understand many people in similar job fields like myself have received their dose of the vaccine, but I wanted to make sure it went to someone who actually fit phase 1 and phase 2. So be patient. The vaccine is coming. We will all get the vaccine for those of us who want to get the vaccine when it becomes available to us. But we do have to follow the process that has been outlined by the state and the CDC, and we'll get there together. This isn't something that just Gardner is facing. This is something that many people nationwide and worldwide are facing right now. But we're making progress, slowly but surely, and we'll hope to speed that up a little bit as more vaccines get into production and different producers get approved for their copy of the vaccine. I can tell you too, there are also 3 other sites in Gardner that are currently in the pipeline of being approved by the state to issue vaccines, but they just haven't been approved yet. So we are getting there, and I do expect us to have more capability to do vaccinations in the very near future. And again, we'll provide you that information as it comes to us. But on a different note, there was also a question about the senior tax program for the tax preparation services that the Senior Center provides. Again, as I said in last week's video, at no fault at all to anyone who worked for our Senior Center or for the different people that prepare the taxes. Just with the COVID-19 pandemic and everything being closed and open, the different regulations that got put on, there was an issue with the scheduling for this tax preparation services. We have entered into an agreement with H&R Block here in the city of Gardner over on Timpani Plaza to provide this free tax preparation services to 115 senior citizens in the city, just like we normally do, to step in where we were unable to have the AARP tax preparation services that we would normally have at the Senior Center. More information on how to register for that service will be available in next week's update, but I wanted to make sure you all knew that that service is going to continue just like it has before, just in a different location than at the Senior Center itself, just because H&R Block already has all of the COVID-19 protection structures already put in place and their cleaning schedule and so on from there. But again, with everything else that has changed in the world in the past year, so was everything else that dealt with that process. But we are able to get that back up and running fully, so our seniors are eligible to take advantage of that. Again, I want to say thank you very much to Vera, the manager at H&R Block, for agreeing to talk to the city and provide us with that service. And more information on how to register for that will be available in next week's update, as well as on our social media platforms and on the city's website. Just a reminder to most residents who utilize the drop box in front of Gardner City Hall that the new, larger white drop-off box that's located in front of Gardner City Hall is not just for voting ballots. That is our new ballots for payments, deposits, other things you need dropped off here at City Hall for our staff to see. We do regularly check that box throughout the day, not just in the morning. But again, a lot of people were confused that that was just a drop box for ballots only. That is not the case. That is our drop box for the entirety of City Hall. So remember that that is available to use, particularly where City Hall is closed due to COVID-19 numbers and our cleaning staff to time ratio and so on from there. Please utilize that box as best you can. We also do have several online programs to use, so please check the city's website to see if you were able to access your information that way too. But as always, all of us here in City Hall are still available by phone and email completely, so if you have any questions, comments, concerns on how to best do the processes that you are looking to do, give us a call and we'll help you out as best we can. Our schools went back into a hybrid model this past week on Thursday, January 28th. I went and visited and walked through every single one of our schools on the first day back to a hybrid model, just like I did the last time. Like I said, when we went back to a hybrid model in the fall, I didn't feel right telling a couple thousand people that it was safe to go into our school buildings while I'm stuck here in City Hall in my office. So I went and visited our classrooms, walked through all of our school buildings, and just took a look around. And our staff at the schools was doing a great job following all of the regulations and dealing with the situations that were at hand. And it's great to see our students back in the school building. I'm hoping that they are... you know what? No, I'm not hoping. I'm confident that they are still getting a quality education through Gardner Public Schools because of the dedication that our teachers have to our students and the leadership of our superintendent and everyone over at the school department's central office. And I want to say a very special thank you to all of them for that work that they're doing over there. And the last thing I'd like to do today is just say a very special thank you to our Director of Technology, Mr. Bob O'Keefe, our Superintendent of Schools, Dr. Mark Pellegrino, and everyone else who helped out with the email situation at Gardner High School last week. Many people saw that there was a situation in which a email server at Gardner High School was hacked into, and some emails were sent out to students, some that contained contents that are currently now under criminal investigation. However, I want to say that our principal, Paula Bulger, all of those people who I mentioned earlier, and just the regular staff and teachers at Gardner High School jumped up very quickly to make sure everything was handled. We had teachers and staff in before 7 a.m. on the night that the emails were sent out that were going through students' inboxes to delete the emails before the students saw them. And I also want to say thank you very much to the Gardner Police Department and the different agencies at the state and federal level who helped with the investigation that is still ongoing. We cannot provide further information because the investigation is still ongoing, but I just wanted to say thank you very much to everyone who was involved in that process for your help in that matter. And that being said, that concludes this week's update. Thank you very much for listening. And again, all of that information that we talked about at the beginning will be provided when that becomes available to us. However, those information sessions will still take place next week at the Gardner Senior Center. But until we talk again, please remember to keep track of your own mental and physical health during these trying times. Look out for yourselves and others. Try to do something to relax and get your mind off of everything that's going on right now with the pandemic. Just for a little bit, if anything else. Get outside, take a walk, enjoy what we have here in the city, and I look forward to speaking with you again next week. Thank you very much, and have a good day.